Hey guys and girls and guy girls and girl guys, whoever you are, however you see yourselves. My name is Daniel, and I decided to start this vlog as a way of form of catharsis, selfishly, but just as a way of communicating to those of you who suffer from the same ailments as me that you're not alone, that there is a fight to be fought, and I can't guarantee the results, but to say that things will likely get better. As you can probably tell from the name of this channel, Depressive Daniel, this vlog is going to cover depression and what that looks like. What that means. For those of you that suffer it, you know full well. For those that don't, maybe there'll be some understanding. I don't know. To make matters worse, I'm on day 5 of an opium withdrawal, so that's not helping, but only another couple of days of feeling like this and then I should be in the clear. But back to depression. Waking up sometimes is really disheartening. It's like, fucking hell, I made it through another night. Got to go through the drudgery of another day just to earn a few dollars to go through the drudgery of tomorrow. To what end? To just continue living, but for what purpose? And that's what it all comes down to. It's about finding that purpose. And I haven't found mine, which is probably why I'm in the depths that I'm at. My one hobby, my main passion is scuba diving. It's not something that's practical here in Melbourne most of the year round, so it hasn't happened for a while. Even my motivation for that has dropped off quite substantially. Yeah, people tell you, forget about the past, live in the now, the future will be brighter. But it's not that easy. You know, there are some things from the past that aren't easy to let go of. In 2020, I found my mother post-suicide, and it was in the midst of COVID. I was living alone. I had no one to grieve with, so the grief got bottled up, and to this day I don't think it's really been dealt with. I don't trust myself to do it alone because I don't know where that's going to end up. I've had multiple failed suicide attempts, admissions into hospitals, which weren't overly helpful a lot of the time. Ballarat in particular was a fucking hole, and any of you that have been there would know it. Anyone that gets sent there, I feel sorry for you. They don't give a fuck. There was no treatment. There was no talking. There was no nothing. There was just, we're going to lock you down. We're going to keep an eye on you so you don't hurt yourself. And that was it. On an earlier admission to Maroondah Hospital, I was diagnosed with bipolar and borderline personality disorder. Took some shock treatment, which was helpful. Don't be afraid of the shock treatment if it gets recommended for you. There's nothing to be scared about. It makes sense, if your car battery is a bit clogged up, smash it with a bit of electricity and it just fires a lot cleaner. Our brains work off electricity, and the theory makes sense that if you smash it with a bit of electricity, get those neurons firing properly, everything can be okay, at least for a little while. And it was. I'd gone from biannual admissions to mental hospitals to not having any severe symptoms for about 10 years. But unfortunately they're back. I can't stress how important purpose is, and that's one thing I don't feel I have at the moment, which isn't helping. I have my kitty cat that you might be hearing in the background that keeps me company, gives me cuddles. But outside of that, my social group is almost inexistent. The two people that I love unconditionally in this world, outside of my family, my sister, my nephews, my nieces, my brother, the two people that I voluntarily took on to love unconditionally one's taken off to England, the other one's taken off to the Gold Coast. So I'm angry about that they left me. I understand why they did it, and I'm glad that they're making lives for themselves where they are, successful lives for themselves. But still, part of me is angry that they're gone, and when I need somebody, there's no one to turn to. Don't worry about if you can't forget the past. Like I said, there are things that you can't forget. There are things you can't leave behind. There are things you hold on to. There are things that will just add bricks to the wall that you put up in front of yourself. But just know that behind that wall is a heart. And we each have in us the capability of being creative, beautiful, sensitive, caring, compassionate people. And on those bad days, maybe that's enough. Just being able to show some compassion to somebody, make a connection, have a chat with a checkout person. Maybe that's enough to get you through another day, because they're going to keep coming unless you do something stupid. And it is stupid, because the hurt that's left behind is irreparable. We each are irreplaceable in the lives of the people who love us. And it can be hard to see our own value sometimes, though we see it easily in others. Sometimes we ignore it in ourselves. And that's sad, because we each have value. We all have value in some way, shape or form. I went to yoga the other night. It was the first time in about 3 months, and I feel the universe had a reason for getting me there that particular night. The intention of the session was about letting go, about honestly looking at the way you spend your time. Is it spent distracting yourself from doing what you need to become the person you want to be? Is it distracting you from becoming the best person you can possibly be? Following your dreams, following your hopes? No one can hold you back from your dreams except you. And I know that's rich coming from me, because I'm doing exactly that. Today I got nothing on, so it's nearly 1 o'clock and I've been up since 9. I've left the bed 3 times to go outside for a cigarette, to let my cat out for a bit of a walk. Just, my house is a pigsty. Got no motivation to clean it. Got no motivation to cook. Go to the supermarket. Anything. So I know that what I'm doing is not leading me towards my best self. I'm using the opium withdrawal as an excuse at the moment, as a justification, because my energy levels are shot. I haven't been able to eat for a few days. I ate last night. That was the first time since Saturday. It's now Wednesday. So I'm using that as my justification, be it a cop out or be it legit. The pain in my muscles, my body's screaming at me, it just wants opium. So I'll give myself a break for a couple of days, stay off my back, give myself the chance to do what I need to do right now to hopefully make next week better than this week has been. But don't give up hope. There's always hope. You know, let's just say I'm not a religious person. I'm spiritual, I'm not religious. I don't believe in Jesus. I don't believe in God. I believe in the universe as God. But let's just say for a second that the whole Bible is true, and we die and we go to the pearly gates, and St. Peter's there and he goes through our page in his book. And let's say we're there prematurely because we do something stupid and take our own lives. And just to have St. Peter turn around and say to us, you know what? Tomorrow everything was going to turn around. Imagine how shit that would be. So, just because today sucks doesn't mean tomorrow has to. It's up to us to think and act in a way that is beneficial to our positive growth. I've rambled on for 15 minutes now, so I'm going to shut up. But just know that there is hope, and just know that there are people that understand how you feel. Obviously, it's not the same. We don't have the same experiences. We don't have the same reactions. But one thing that we all have in common is depression and the side effects that come with that. So until next time, people, take care of yourselves. Allow yourselves as much love as you can, because you deserve it. And be kind to yourselves. Be happy, be safe, be kind. Those are the best 3 things to be. Peace out.